What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are covering Superman Action Comics issue number 1046. We are finally getting to the end of the Warworld saga, with Superman and Kal-El making their way to the center of Warworld. They are hoping to find some kind of weapon that will help them defeat Mongol and all of his forces. But for them to get to this ancient weapon, only the most worthy will be able to pass through. Now, make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we are jumping right into the fray. We have this giant worm-like monster. It appears to be the Guardian, the Gatekeeper, as both Superman and Kal-El do everything they can to take it down. This is when it grabs hold of Kal-El, and Superman does what he does best. That is saving the day. And while Kal-El doesn't want to be saved, he wants Superman to leave him so Superman can get past the monster and he can go find the ancient weapon, so he can get to the fire of Algrun. As he tears open the jaws on this worm, he saves Kal-El, getting them to some kind of safety, the bridge that would take them into the city. It has been destroyed. This is where Superman is gonna have to go at it alone. Kal-El now missing an eye, telling Superman that he should have left him for dead. Of course, that goes against the very nature of who Superman is. But even if it didn't, Superman needs him to lead the people. The once Kryptonians, the ones captured on this planet. They will need some kind of leader. If Superman is to fall down here in the center of this planet, Kal-El is the only one that he trusts to do that job. This is where Superman leaves them, using all the floating debris that is surrounding the once bridge. We see Superman hop from one debris to the other, from one fragment to the next, doing all of this while also evading the worm. And when he lands on the other side, this is when he has a conversation with what appears to be more or less a spirit guide. The conversation starts with her noticing that Superman, he is the man that doesn't kill. A warrior without a single fallen soul on his back, the unbloodied sword, but also letting Superman know that this is no place for him. Many great warriors have come through here, many that have slain and sacrificed so much to be here. They sacrifice their very lives, those they care the most about, trying to figure out what Superman brings to the table. What is he offering? Of course, Superman, he has no offering. He certainly has no lives to offer. He is here for one thing and one thing alone. That is to save people. This is when the spirit goes and takes off, letting him know that he needs to follow and also answer her riddle. As they make their way through all of these ancient ruins, she gives a very long, drawn-out riddle, and for Superman, this is something that he easily overcomes. And so, using some kind of object that is sitting on this table, answering this riddle, it puts it all together, and this is where we see Superman standing in front of a doorway, a blinding blue bright fire. And as Superman begins to step through this doorway, when he gets inside, what he sees is the god Algrun, the spirit perched on his shoulder, letting Superman know that if you can claim the fire, you can take it out of here. And while this isn't necessarily the god itself, this is more of a shade, an echo of what was once a god, but having enough energy to protect the spark. As it stands up and slams down its mighty sword, we have Superman picking up boulders and throwing it straight into the god's face. With Superman doing some excessive damage, it goes to strike down the spirit. That if Superman is going to best him, no one will be allowed to have the fire. This is when Superman jumps and pushes the spirit out of the way. As the fist comes down, it looks like Superman just might be crushed, but then the giant stops. because this whole time it has been controlled by the spirit. It was just another test. Superman was willing to go out of his way to save an unliving child. Now, according to Superman, she looks very alive to him. Nonetheless, it shows the character of Superman, shows that he is worthy to wield the power that she holds. And so she passes the fire to Superman, letting him know that he needs to take it into his flesh, that he will be stronger than he has ever been, a true god in form and purpose. But he must also guard it against those that might take it from him. As we see the fire turn into a dagger, Superman takes off. As Superman returns back to the entrance, back where he left the children and Kralux. Before he can say any words, Kralux is letting him know that he needs to hand the fire over, apologizing to him, but telling him he doesn't expect him to understand why he is doing this. Trying to convince Superman to give up the fire. This is when Mongol has heard enough, letting Superman know that his revolution is dead, and now he will hand over the fire, or these two children will pay the price. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. The very last issue, it is going to be covered in a one-shot called Superman Warworld Apocalypse. That will be coming out next week, because the next issue of Action Comics, it is supposedly bringing Superman back down to Earth, and there is going to be a crossover with Superman Son of Kal-El. Gonna be interesting to see how all that plays out, because with Dark Crisis, this is all supposed to be before Dark Crisis, but Superman, he had been last seen in the skies above Warworld. Now we assume that it's after freeing Warworld, taking down Mongol, so on and so forth. And so if he is headed back to Earth, this means that he is eventually going to end back up at Warworld, at least if they are trying to keep up with continuity. But it is DC Comics, so honestly, who knows? Maybe that's just a tidbit that they forgot, they left out, whatever the case may be. It is going to be interesting to see Superman with this fire. The fire could very well be the source of the Genesis fragment's power to begin with, where it all originates from. And we have seen what it does to the Kryptonians that visited Earth. The ones known as Philosians, the ones that left Krypton before its destruction. I think this is going to be the thing that brings Superman back to 100%. Because for quite some time, Superman has been decaying. He's been on the decline. Something is poisoning his powers, and he has been getting weaker and weaker and weaker. And that's not to say that Superman can't hold his own, because he has for quite some time, even being here on Warworld. But we don't know the true extent of the fire of Olgren. But they did tell him that it will make him a god in form and everything else. And that is saying a lot, because Superman, he's pretty much on the line of being a god from the get-go. And then you have all of the other versions of Superman, ones that are extremely powerful. Could we possibly see a version of Superman that is going to far exceed any of those abilities, any of those powers? It's going to be very interesting to see how it all plays out. Kralux, that is something I did not see. I did not expect that betrayal to come. But it's a little understandable. These people have been under the thumb of Mongol for so long. If for just the slightest moment he believed that their revolution, their rebellion, was going to fail, he would probably do whatever he can to save as many of his people as he possibly could. And so all in all, it was a relatively short issue, but the artwork, again, absolutely phenomenal. I think these stories have been highlighting the best parts of what makes Superman, Superman. It does such a great job of representing that symbol. Even if Superman is depowered, even if he is not at 100%, that he doesn't budge on his morality. And that when you see that house sigil, that there is always some kind of hope left. So let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything going on with Action Comics, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by hitting the Super Thanks button. This button will let you donate directly to the channel, and every little bit helps us out. Now if you can't do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.